Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about this Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion situation. Now, at first, I wasn't going to touch this situation because I didn't want to seem insensitive to Megan Thee Stallion and what she went through. We still are sensitive to that situation, right? But a tweet that went out earlier today by DJ Akademiks set the whole social media on fire, man. It had people wondering about the results of this case and how it's going to turn out for Tory Lanez. Now, Tory Lanez is being accused of shooting Meg Thee Stallion in the leg, or in the foot, I should say. And there's nothing funny about that, and I am not making light of those charges, right? But man, DJ Akademiks put out a post today that made it seem like Tory Lanez might, be found innocent. I don't want to mix things up. It seemed like that DNA evidence might prove in his favor is the outcome that he was trying to get out there, I believe. But man, to be honest, it's got everybody going back and forth on social media who's involved in the case, which is odd. You never see stars usually talk about this stuff once it gets to the legal realm, but now they're both on social media saying their piece, and it seems like people were coming for DJ Akademiks and trying to say that he was making things up, and he had to come with receipts to defend his name and defend, his business and what he does, you know what I mean? Now, before we get to the specifics and before we talk about everything that transpired today, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, man, let's talk about this Tory Lanez, Meg Thee Stallion situation. Now this, I don't know how to take this, man. I'm going to be honest, because I'm neither here nor there on this situation. I did like the fact that Tory Lanez used to have them quarantine radios. That mess used to be dope. But now we have this situation where he was pretty much villainized in the media, and we're trying to figure out, did he do it or not, man? This thing has been carrying on for a while, and it looks like it's going to be carrying on a little bit longer once we get to that part of the story. So let's start off where this all began, right? So DJ Akademiks went to social media and posted this. Now, before I read this, I'm going to say this. DJ Akademiks has since taken this post down. I don't know if at the time it was just he was giving out this information too early, or it was the fact that it was a little bit deeper than what he said here. But in this original post that he allegedly made, because it's no longer on his page, so I can't say for a fact he made the post. You know what I'm saying? It said this. It says, breaking. It was revealed in court a few minutes ago that Tory Lanez's DNA was not found on the weapon in the Megan Thee Stallion case. Now, basically, everybody, especially all the Tory's fans, were going to social media like, well, doesn't that mean that he's innocent? You know what I mean? But it seems like the story might be a little deeper than that. I don't know how, but when you hear DNA evidence and you hear that, that the person's DNA was not found on the weapon, you automatically clear them. So I don't think there's, that a lot of people were running with that. But it seemed like some people were going back and forth with DJ Akademiks because they said he was putting out false information. Now, in all reality, he took it back to that. He said, hold up, man. Now, people are saying I'm putting out false information. Well, let me load up and put out some receipts. But because of all the criticism, I think he deleted the post, right? So he deleted that post originally. And after that, Meg Thee Stallion, she said her piece. Now, she went to social media and she said these things right here. She went on her story on her IG page and said, I know some of y'all blogs on payroll, but please don't get sued trying to create a hate campaign. Be a real journalist and post facts. And to all my haters, keep making yourself look stupid. I don't care. So basically putting it out there that, everybody should be cautious of what they're posting, and especially when it's dealing with a criminal case, right? So, and I'm pretty sure, a lot of the people in this story, they've been doing this a long time, a big time. So they know what they're doing, for the most part, it seems like, right? Now, what's even crazier is, it seemed like, Meg Thee Stallion also wanted to show people that court hadn't even started yet. So she made this post right here. And in the post, I'm not sure if this is a picture of the courtroom or the place that they're at, but you can see it looks like some type of office building or any type of room, it seems like. And it says, court ain't even started, so why are y'all ready to start lying? She's putting it out there that people are lying. Now, she didn't name anybody directly, but, a lot of fans thought that this was aimed at DJ Akademiks. Not saying that it was, right? Now, in her very next post, Megan Thee Stallion said this. She said, y'all got breaking news 15 minutes before court started, and nobody has even been called in yet, with question marks. Y'all trying to win a social media campaign? This is my real life. y'all trying to get retweets, spreading false narratives, and then she added DJ Akademiks. Why are you lying? What did you gain? You know what I'm saying? So putting it out there, and this time putting his name into it. So this is where the back and forth begins between DJ Akademiks and Megan Thee Stallion on social media that's going to carry on for the rest of the day. But you'll see in a second, Tory Lanez also gets involved in this towards the later post. Now, Megan Thee Stallion came back with another post after that. And in Megan's very next post, she said this. She said, what's even more messed up is this is all public record and nobody even cares to read. Only thing that happened in court today was it got pushed to April 5th. But y'all will get a lie trending. Imagine how I feel reliving this every day publicly. It hurts. I'm so tired. So she basically put it out there that she feels like, you know, bringing this up and putting it in the public space is making her relive it in the public. So that was her point. But DJ Akademiks obviously got wind of a lot of people criticizing the post that he initially made, allegedly, and then he came back with some receipts and he made another post and it was updated and it was in some legal jargon. So let's look at that post real quick. Now, in the first of many posts, DJ Akademiks says this. He says, update, Tory Lanez trial adjourned till April with Tory's lawyer telling the court they have completed DNA results from the prosecution, which is very pleasing to his client. So let's stop right there. He's basically saying that Tory Lanez's lawyer told the court today that they finished all the DNA results that the prosecution wanted them to, and that they were very pleasing to his client. Now, this sounds like it came from a lawyer's, it just sounds like legal talk, but we'll continue. Also, it says, I saw this document myself. It literally says it was inconclusive in finding Tory DNA on the gun or magazine. So he's saying that he saw this document himself, and it literally says that it was inconclusive in finding Tory's DNA on the gun or magazine. And I was like, okay, what does that mean, man? Because I am not an attorney. I don't pretend to be. I don't give legal advice. This is not legal advice. I got to say that for some reason. But man, I wanted to know what that actually meant. So I looked up on this government website about DNA results. And I mean, it's anybody could check it out, man. It's a .gov website out there. And all they do is talk about DNA and stuff like that. And I looked up inconclusive. And it said this. And it said, inconclusive results. Results may be interpreted as inconclusive for several reasons. These include situations where no results or only partial results are obtained from the sample due to the limited amount of suitable human DNA, or where results are obtained from an unknown crime scene sample, but there are no samples from known individuals available for comparison. In the latter case, the results would be suitable for comparison once an appropriate sample for comparison is tested. Now, after reading all that, I got a basic understanding of none of that, man. I am, like I said, I am not a legal professional, and I'm definitely no type of medical doctor. But from what it seems, when you compare it to the other types of results that you can get in a legal case, which is exclusions and inclusions, it seems like it's a way of saying that, you know, it's I don't know, man. It's a tough one for me. I don't know if that means that he had no DNA there, and that's why it's inconclusive, or it's inconclusive because, you know, there was no DNA there. You know what I mean? Maybe somebody with some legal expertise could tell me in the comment section. But, you know, a lot of people are saying that means that his DNA wasn't there. I don't know, man. I don't know. And I'll go on the record and say I don't know exactly what that means. I wish it was written in plain English so we would understand. But, you know, that was DJ Akademiks' way of making sure that he got the message out there exactly as he saw it himself, probably, right? Now, also with this, Meg Thee Stallion started to go back and forth with Tory Lanez because Tory Lanez jumped into the fray by posting this right here. Now, in a somewhat cryptic message, Tory Lanez posted this. He said, you can't buy and tweet your way out of this one. Not today, period. So basically, you can see the ... before that and just letting you know this is leading up to something. You know what I mean? Now, a lot of people took this as he was saying that, yo, you can't buy or tweet your way out of this. You know what I mean? Not today, as far as him being accused of doing something that a lot of his fans feel like he didn't do. Now, I don't know if he did it or not. I was not there. I am not in the court case. I'm watching this just like the rest of y'all. But it's amazing to see superstars. You got Tory Lanez as a superstar. DJ Akademiks is a superstar. You know, like, he's well known, especially in pop culture. And then you've got Megan Thee Stallion, who's a bona fide superstar, going back and forth on social media. Now, Meg Thee Stallion came back at Tory Lanez allegedly by posting this. Now, this is a since deleted post. Like, she's taken this post down since, and it says this. Now, in the caption of the post, Meg Thee Stallion said this, and it sounds like a reply to exactly what Tory Lanez said. She said, "Lie your way out of this. If you ain't do what you apologizing for, the lawyers got your phone records and mine, all your texts. They got you recorded on the jail phone talking to Kelsey, apologizing, begging us not to talk." So she's basically bringing the girl Kelsey's name in here, and I should say young lady, her name into this, right? And she's saying that Tory Lanez was calling them and begging them, not to talk or whatever, right? Now, the post that went with this was this right here. You can see Tory Lanez's name saved at the top, and it says 7 minutes, phone died, 3 minutes out. And you have the date, July 12th, and it was a Sunday, and I'm assuming that's the date that this all took place. And it says, "Meg, I know you probably never going to talk to me again, but I genuinely want to know I'm sorry from the bottom of my heart. And I was just too drunk." So leading a lot of people to say, okay, is this an apology? And he is saying that he was inebriated in this situation. Now, it continues. It says, "Nonetheless, should have never happened, and I can't change what did. I just feel horrible." So letting it be known that he felt horrible about doing something. Now, he didn't say anything specific in here. So what he's feeling sorry about, we can't nail it down to the incident that allegedly took place, right? Because we don't know that for a fact. But in this, he is apologizing for something. So a lot of people were believing this is evidence or proof that he apologized for, committing the crime or whatnot. And that's not the case, as far as I see it, because he didn't say anything about that exactly, right? So I don't know. I'm not caping for either side. I'll say that much. But Megan wasn't shy about putting this out there, like showing some receipts of her own. And what's wild is Tory Lanez caught whiff of this, and he responded back to Megan by saying this. And Tory Lanez said, "Good D had me 2 best friends, and I got caught. Hand over face emoji. That's what I apologize for. It's sick how you spun it though." So basically putting it out there that he was apologizing for cheating and wasn't apologizing for, committing what he's being accused of, right? And man, everybody is retweeting this and reposting this like crazy because he went there with that, man. Basically saying that he was in his own, he talking himself up, you know what I'm saying? Saying that he was so dope that, he had 2 best friends, which is, it's been in a lot of rap songs and stuff like that. And people were amazed he went there, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people were making jokes about that, man. Now, this is a serious situation. I'll say that much. But it didn't end there, man, because DJ Akademiks didn't like people questioning the fact that he's probably one of the top guys as far as getting inside information when it comes to hip-hop and things around hip-hop, right? Like, he's usually one of the first guys to post some breaking news and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And he went on a tirade. He started posting a lot of tweets, and he said this. In the first of many posts, he said this. He says, "Now, one of y'all finna tell me my eyes deceive me? I ain't Tasha K. Stop playing with me." Now, Tasha K, I believe, is she's a famous blogger. Like, she's one of the biggest on the platform or whatnot. And I think him and her have a little back and forth or whatnot. I'm not too sure about the details of that. But he's just basically saying here that, he knows what he saw with his own eyes as far as paperwork is concerned. And, when it comes to paperwork and, what people do on social media as far as, putting out stuff on blogs, like, dude basically wrote the book on it. And I am not kissing up the dude or nothing like that. I don't know dude. But he be on his stuff, man. He be on his stuff. Then he backed that up with this post right here. It said, "Meg got to call the DA and ask him if it's true. I don't know why she up on here tagging me in posts like I just be making stuff up." And basically, saying that he's protecting his journalistic integrity there. As a blogger and as somebody who does this as a professional, he wants to let people know that, when I put out stuff, it's what I saw. It is what it is. It's usually facts. You know what I mean? Now, he backed that up with this post right here. And it says, "By the way, Meg can get the same document that they referenced in court today. Hopefully, she's entitled to see what the DA will be using against Tory, being that she's the victim is part of the discovery. Ask the DA what the completed DNA test said. Then come back and apologized to Big Ak. Now, he was putting that out there for everybody. He's not really addressing Meg, personally. He's just talking to his fans and whatnot and letting them know that whatever's in the discovery as far as DNA evidence, it might possibly clear Tory, it might not. She just needs to check it out with her attorney or whatnot, man. And yes, man, I'm kind of straddling the fence on this one, but I mean, everybody gets the gist of what this possibly points to. I don't want to be dishonest with what I'm saying here. You feel me? Now, finally, Meg Thee Stallion caught whiff of that post, and she said this right here on her Instagram story. She said, "Big A, little boy, please. Why would you post there was no DNA found, but now saying it's inconclusive? How are you specifically able to see documents before they come out in court? What you saying is his lawyer sharing evidence with bloggers. Got it, with the thumbs up emoji. Take your big on somewhere." Now, she was throwing a shot at him right there. And as of now, that is the last post in this. But, I mean, they've been going at it all day, and I'm pretty sure it's not going to end here. Definitely, we're going to find out where things end up in the court case. But for now, this has been entertaining to watch, because rarely do you ever have people of this caliber going back and forth and presenting evidence and talking about each other so much on social media. And hopefully you guys can keep up with all this, and I placed it in the proper order and context for you. Now, what do you guys think about that? Do you think this whole situation clears Tory of anything? I mean, dude is taking a hit to his career for real. Or what do you think about the fact that Meg is standing firm on her stance? And what do you think about DJ Akademiks' journalistic integrity being questioned, man? Even though we know he comes with the evidence and he usually brings it, man, like when it comes to breaking news. Now, with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell, so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.